Good evening, and we are here at grade 8 studying ratios, dividing in a given ratio. Let's say we are going to have the 200 rupees I have, 200 rupees I have. If I am dividing this 1:1 ratio, what will be the amount? Let's say A and B are getting, how much A will be getting and how much B will be getting. We said the ratio is 1:1 clearly. 1:1 clearly ratio is there. That means each will get half of, or otherwise this ratio we can change into fraction. A will be getting 1/2 fraction. How you know that 1/2? That we said ratios you add, that will be the total, right? And A is getting 1 and B is getting 1, right? So total is 2, so that you divide by fraction. We got 1/2, so multiply by 200. That will be it will be easily we getting 2 to 1. So 1 into 100 is 100 rupees. 1 person A will be getting, and another 100 rupees B will be getting. This is how we divided the money among two people in the ratio is given. Okay, now my question is, like, if I am going to divide this same 200 rupees among A and B in the ratio of 1:3, A is getting 1 and B is getting 3, then how much will be A and B getting? Can someone say what the answer will be? If an amount of 200 rupees divide A and B in the ratio in 1:3 ratio, find how much A and B will be getting. 200 rupees is divided among two people in the ratio of 1:3, right? 1:3. A is getting 1, B is getting 3 parts. So that means how much A is getting and how much B is getting. If you want to find, I said convert the ratio into fraction, right? A will be getting how much in fractions? 1/4. How you got 4?
4.
1 and 3, 4.
1 plus 3.
Yes, A is getting this one, B is getting 3/4. So out of 200, A will be getting 1/4. So 1/4 multiply, so I'll just A is getting 1/4, A is getting 1/4, right? A is getting 1/4, and that is 200 rupees is divided among them. So so how much is getting? 4 divided by this one is 5, right? 5 into 4 is 20, 50. 1 into 50 is 50 rupees. So A is getting 50 rupees, B is how much is getting? So B will be getting how much? 3/4, right? 3/4 or into 200. So that will work out for us like this. This one cancels. So this is 50, right? 200 divided by 4 is 50. 15 to 3 is 150. So A will be getting 50 rupees and B will be getting 150 rupees if it is divided 1:3 ratios. Right. Divide the profit when different amounts are invested for same period of time. That is one thing we are going to see. X and Y investing. X is investing, let's say 100 rupees, and Y also investing 100 rupees. Okay. End of the year or same period of time, they will have to divide the profit. How? That's the question. Okay, so now it is they are investing equal amount for equal amount of time. We said 100 rupees is invested on the same time. That means we can check for 12 months what's the total profit. After 12 months, what happens? We check the profit. Let's say profit is around 120 rupees. 120 rupees is total profit. We will think of about 1 year time they got. So how much X will be getting as profit and how much Y will be getting profit? Can someone say X is how much profit and Y is how much profit? 100 rupees they invested. Okay, after 12 months, they are checking how much profit we have earned from the business. Investment means we put or we give money to start a business, shop, or you may be starting a industry where you will be producing what? Yes, tea industry is there. Yes, tea production will happen. Yes, tea industry. Yes, furniture's producing, furniture industry. Bag production. Yes, tea bags, this bag, that bag production, right? And we have many businesses, right? What else? So like this, you can start any business. For that, what is needed? Investment. Money is needed. Investment. Okay, money needed to be invested, right? That's the meaning. Okay, X is to Y. The investment ratio is what? 100 is to 100. That means if you simplify and get what is the simplest ratio here? 1 is to 1, right? 100, 100. 1 is to 1, correct? Yes, by dividing by 100. Yes, we got. That means if you invest in equal amount, that means 1 is to 1, whatever the investment amount ratio is, in the same ratio, the profit will have to be shared, right? You invest 1 is to 1, so profit also has to be shared among them in 1 is to 1 ratio. 1 is to 1 means now how much, if you take in ratios, X would have invested 1 by 2, half, right? Correct? Half of the investment, so half of the profit has to come. So X will be getting half into 120, right? How much it is? That means half into 120 means 60. They will get, X will get 60, Y will get how much? Y also will get 60, same amount. Now Mr. A and Mr. B invested on a business on the ratio of 1 is to 2, and total amount of profit made is 3,000 rupees. Find how much profit Mr. A will be getting. The investment ratio is given. We don't have to worry about that. Invested, A is to B invested in the ratio of 1 is to 2. A total profit earned is 3,000. A will be investing how much? 301 or 1 by 3, right? That means total profit earned is 3,000. Therefore, A's profit will be 1 by 3 into 3,000. 3,000 is the total profit, no? So that profit will have to be shared as per the investment. Investment was 1 is to 2. So profit also has to be divided into 1 is to 2. That 1 is to 2 means if you change that into a fraction, A will be getting 1 portion and B will be getting 2 portions. That if you change into fraction, 1 plus 2 is 3. That is the denominator you will be getting. Numerator, how you got 1? Because A's portion is 1 here, right? So 1 is to 1 by 3. We can think 3 cut by 3 because 3 is here also. So that is 1,000 rupees. And now next question is, Asanka and Tilanka started a business at the beginning of a certain year by investing this much, 300,000 and 400,000 respectively. At the end of the year, the profit from the business was 280,000. They shared it according to the ratio in which they invested the money. Find the profit earned by Asanka. Can we try this? First thing is find out the ratio, right? Ratio. And Asanka's fraction you check. Find out the ratio, simplest ratio you find. and then Asanka's fraction you check. That one you multiply or whatever, then do, then next problem will come. Right, now we need to just check how the ratio will be, right? Ratio, when we always discussed about simplest ratio. So what is the ratio now? Asanka to Tilanka is
300,000
Yes.
is to 400,000.
So this one, if you simplify, what will be the simplest fraction? Sure. What is the simplest ratio? 3 is to 4, right?
3 is to 7.
3 is to 4. 3 is to 4 will be the simplest ratio among Asanka and Tilanka. So Asanka will be getting now, total ratio is 3 plus 4 is 7. So that will come denominator. Asanka's is 3 portion. So 3. So Asanka will be getting 3 out of 7 fraction. That means the total profit will be shared in this one. So Asanka's, the total amount is, so Asanka equals, total amount is 280,000 multiplied by this much, 3 by 7. 28 you cut, 7 and 4, right? 7 divided by 4, 8, 28 divided by 7 is 4. So 4 other zeros will come as it is, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 40,000 into 3. 40,000 into 3. 40,000 into 3 means 120,000. Okay, now this is how it happens. Kumudu started a business on January 1st of a certain year by investing 20,000. So Kumudu put 20,000. Sumudu joined the business by investing 30,000 2 months later. Sumudu came to business later because Kumudu was doing business. Kumudu earlier spoke to Sumudu. Machang, can we start a business? Yes. Sumudu said, no, wait. I don't know how your business will run. Maybe your business will go on loss. I will wait and check. Then I will invest. And then later, 2 months later, found out, oh, Kumudu is doing very well. I will also invest. He came after 2 months. That after 2 months, at the end of the year, the profit from the business was 36,000. So this is how this investment is arranged. So now you see amount invested, Kumudu invested 20,000, Sumudu invested 30,000. But 2 months later, no, Sumudu came to picture. That means 1 year means 12 months. Sumudu came to picture 2 months later. So 12 months minus 2 months, 10 months. But Kumudu was there on the business from the start. So 12 months is there, right? Amount into period you check. That means because different times are there, so you check amount into period. So Kumudu was doing for 12 months, so 20,000 who invested. So 20,000 into 12. Sumudu invested 30,000 into 10 because 10 months only he was there. So 30,000 into 10. The ratio in which the profit should be divided between Kumudu and Sumudu, earlier, if time period was equal, we had no problem. We could have divided to check the ratio 20,000 is to 30,000, right? This is how we normally would have divided. 20,000 is to 30,000. But since the time period is different here, 2 months different, not exactly same time period, so we multiply with the months and get the ratio. Now 20,000 multiplied by 12, 30,000 multiplied by 10, then ratio is among that you take. If they invested same time, we had no problem. The ratio we would have seen 20,000 is to 30,000. Now time period is different. 2 months difference. So it's not same. In that case, you remember always, you have to check the amount in time period. That means amount multiplied by time period you always get. This is how you have to do the question. Because it's about how much time, right? Business is about time, right? Profit is about time. So time is for one person who was doing 12 months. So multiply that by 12 investment, and whoever the other person, less 10 months, 9 months, 8 months, whatever it is, multiply that by his investment, his or her investment. Then get the ratio between these two. That will be the ratio. The profit has to be divided among them. Next question is, the manner in which two people invested money in a joint venture during the same year is shown in the table given below, right? Now we need to fill the blanks here. Okay, that's all we have to do. Don't worry about anything else. Just fill the blanks. Sujit investing an amount of 18,000 started the investment on January 1st on the same year, but one person, Sujit, started investment on January 1st and Vijit on April 1st. Okay, so check how many months difference now. January, February, March, April, right? So after 3 months he started investing. Fill in the blanks in the above. Find the ratio in which the profit should be divided between Sujit and Vijit after a year. Right? Can we find period of investment, amount into period? Can we get the answers, please? Period of investment, because we said after a year, right? January 1st means 1 year means 12 months, right? Here 12 months. Okay. And this
15
one,
months.
April means end of December. How many months you'll check? April, May, June, July, August, September, October,
9
November,
months.
December, right? 9 months. Amount into period is how much? Amount is 18,000.
18,000 into 12 months.
Into 12. Here 20,000 into
9 months.
Find the ratio in which the profit should be divided between Sujit and Vijit after a year. So Sujit to Vijit, how it is going to be, you just have to find out. So Sujit to Vijit is going to be, Sujit is first one, right? 18,000 multiplied by 12 is to 20,000 multiplied by 9. Then you have to just divide equal portions, equal fractions. If you want to find, you need to divide, right? Correct. That's what we discussed. We did that one. We will try. Okay. So this also answer is okay, but we will just get the answers. Try to get. So you can divide by 1,000. That means three zeros will go. And also I can divide by 3. Okay, 3, 4. 3 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, divide by 3 is 4. Divide by 3 is 3. And also I can divide by 2 also 9, 10. Okay, so multiply all these things. 9 into 4 is 36 is to 30. So here divided by 3. Okay, it shall be 12. And
So should we divide all the amount?
yes, you have to divide, means you have to get the simplest ratio, no? That means 6:5 will be my last simplest ratio. Kamal and Sunil started a business on 1st January of a certain year, investing 24,000 and 30,000 respectively. After 4 months, Vimal joined the business by investing 54,000. The profit from the business for the year is 180,000. Find the ratio in which the profit should be divided between Sunil, Kamal, Sunil, Vimal. Find separately the amount received by each of them. explain, you do and send me the answers. Like put a chart like earlier ones. Okay, put a chart like that. Put the period starting and total months you find. And you find period into investment for all these three, Kamal, Sunil and Vimal. And then divide them, ratios you get, make it simplest form, and then you can find the profit ratios, because 180,000 is a total profit. Thanks for attending. Let's meet on the next class. Thanks and good night. Have a nice time. We'll meet you in the next class. Bye.